Welcome back, Commander. It seems that we have a Stavros look-alike. Sadly, it's not Stavros himself, though I guess technically that's the proper way they should play it since he's dead. Although I never truly figured out if uh, these ants are canon. I'm just gonna assume not, because that seems to be the only real way to look at it. We've got a rather powerful force with us, but the one issue that is going to keep creeping up, and that we've seen time and time again, is that ants don't really go down easily. You can have as much firepower as you want, but infantry aren't exactly suited for ants. It also really doesn't help that just about everything we have is something that's dangerous to themselves. Namely, we're loaded with flamethrower troops and grenadiers, and, well, we've seen their devastating effects many times before. There's something about disabling the power, so it cuts the lights, and therefore nothing really works on that end. But I'm not exactly a fan of the gimmick. Oh, hey, look at you, Fire Ant. How I hate you so. This is the part where I pretty much just stand up from my chair and salute for 30 minutes, in honor of all those dead comrades. I believe I've alluded to this several times now. That's a special upgrade that you, never see. Unless you play the multiplayer, of course. The unit armor upgrade is, again, rather special. And sadly, I kind of forget how upgrades are applied to units. Similarly to the whole, firepower upgrade that we just saw as well. Now, I say I forget the rules to the crates because I always just confuse it with later games. The main thing to remember is that whatever picks up the crate is kind of responsible for whatever happens. And in that sense, if you have, say, our operative, since it's not Stavros, I'll just call him the operative. If he picks it up, it should only apply to him. Which means that you can't just, crowd a crate, and then have 80 people receive a buff. It's probably just too overpowered that way. Not that that's, bad, I guess. But yeah, that's kind of what you're limited to. Oh, and ants attack so quickly that as soon as they get within range, you're in trouble. Now, we have a bit of a safe zone here where the gas, as we've seen previously, only affects ants. So we don't have to worry too much about going out into the wild. And you can kind of wait out the timer related to the lights. Again, I'm not much of a fan of the whole light thing. Mainly because once the power is restored, because it turns back on in like 10 minutes or whatever, you kind of just end up searching the map anyways. But you don't necessarily know exactly where you've been. So, you know, it's just a little bit of busy work at some point. Our operative also has the same downside as, I guess technically any hero unit has, where they don't auto-guard, so they don't auto-shoot at anything. So, you know, you end up having the operative just die to random ants from time to time. You kind of want to exercise the whole save often thing. And again, I can't stress enough how important it is to have the operative take all the upgrades and basically use him as someone who's going to stay alive forever. Obviously, I'm doing a terrible job at it, mainly because fire ants are just killing me immediately. And because the power is still out, I don't want to end up at a point where, you know, I accidentally walk into a bunch of ants like I just did. And yeah, mammoth tanks don't last too long, regardless of what you want to do. So at this point, I'm not really getting any more reinforcements. I kind of just have to hope that whatever I have is good enough.
Loaded.
Yes, sir. Very well. Medic reporting.
Commander, of course.
Yes, sir. Medic reporting.
Yes, move out. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Commander, move out. Yes, of course.
Yes, sir. Agreed.
Yes, move out. Yes.
I'd say there's no music for dramatic tension, but that's really just because, you know, loading it, having to reset the audio all the time is annoying.
Of course.
Oh, hey, did that actually say Stavros?
Commander, of course.
I'm gonna have to, like, pause the video to see if that was the case.
Of course. Commander.
So, yeah. Fire ants, again, bane of your existence. You kind of have to shuffle a unit in front of the operative and just have them take the bullet, or fireball in this case.
Yes, of course.
If you don't, you're almost guaranteed to lose your operative, no matter what you do.
Yes.
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Agreed. Affirmative. Yes, sir. Agreed. Yes, sir. Agreed. Agreed.
Yes. Move out.
Medic reporting. Moving out.
Alright, this seems to be the final area. I believe the briefing said something about a queen ant, so
Yes, sir.
how tough could she be?
Of course.
Oh,
Of course.
Medic moving out.
oh, this isn't good.
Commander, of course.
Alright,
Yes, of course.
Medic reporting.
huh.
Moving out.
So that's still alive like that, huh?
Medic reporting. Affirmative. Medic.
Well, I don't really have any offensive units.
Affirmative.
So, yeah, don't stop shooting the queen, like, ever. For whatever reason, they apply a destroyed explosion thing, but doesn't actually kill it.
Mission accomplished.